Today, we dive into one of the most intense and groundbreaking military developments of our time, a collaboration that merges speed, urgency, and cutting-edge technology. Israel and the United States are rapidly boosting the production of some of the most powerful air defense systems on Earth: the Iron Dome, David's Sling, and the futuristic laser-based Iron Beam. These systems are not just weapons. They are symbols of a new era in warfare, an era where speed, accuracy, and technology are everything. So buckle up, because this is more than just a review. This is a story of innovation, necessity, and survival. Over the past few years, the skies over Israel have never been truly silent. Constant threats, evolving missile technology from adversaries, and growing regional uncertainty have pushed Israel to think beyond traditional defense. The world watched the Iron Dome in action as it intercepted thousands of short-range rockets with incredible accuracy. It became famous overnight. Videos of its precision interceptions went viral. But what many people don't realize is that this system is now being pushed to production limits because demand is higher than ever, not just for Israel, but also for global allies. Then came David's Sling, a step up in range and sophistication. Designed to intercept medium to long-range missiles, it filled the gap between Iron Dome and the Arrow missile defense system. Its success in real combat situations proved that now air defense is not just useful, it is necessary. David's Sling is efficient, accurate, and cost-effective compared to high-end missile systems. The world started paying attention, but there's something even more game-changing on the horizon: the Iron Beam, a weapon that doesn't fire missiles, but instead uses pure directed energy. Lasers, high-powered beams that travel at the speed of light. No missiles, no explosions, just a focused beam of light that melts its target in the sky. It costs just a few dollars per shot, compared to tens of thousands of dollars for traditional interceptors. And it can fire endlessly as long as there's power. This is the future, but the urgency for this future has accelerated faster than ever before. Why the rush? Why are the United States and Israel speeding up production like never before? The answer lies in geography, strategy, and growing global tensions. In recent conflicts, Israel faced massive missile barrages, some fired in waves of hundreds at a time. Traditional missile interception is expensive. The Iron Dome's Tamir interceptor missile costs roughly $40 to $50 per shot. Multiply that by thousands, and you get millions. Meanwhile, the attacker spends just a few $100s to launch a crude rocket. This unequal cost creates pressure, it creates urgency, it demands innovation. That's where Iron Beam steps in. It flips the cost equation. Suddenly, the defender has the advantage. A laser shot costs less than $10 in electricity. It fires instantly. It doesn't run out of ammunition, and most importantly, it's effective. That is why Israel and the United States are racing to complete and mass produce this technology. The United States took notice. America sees the strategic importance, not just for Israel, but for its own bases, its own cities, and its own allies. The Iron Dome has already been tested and deployed by the U.S. Army. Now, the demand for David's Sling and Iron Beam is growing too. These systems can protect airports, ports, cities, and critical infrastructure. With rising threats in Eastern Europe, the Middle East, and the Pacific, these defensive shields are becoming global necessities, not regional luxuries. The partnership between Israel and the USA is more than just financial support. It's research, its development, and its production. Raytheon in the United States, Rafael in Israel, and other contractors are now working around the clock to speed up the assembly lines. They are building more interceptors, more launchers, more radars, and crucially, bringing Iron Beam into operational reality faster than expected. But it hasn't been easy. Missile production is expensive. It requires precision engineering. It demands advanced electronics, sensors, and artificial intelligence. Building radars that can spot small rockets from hundreds of kilometers away is an art that only a handful of countries have mastered. Manufacturing the Tamir interceptor for Iron Dome requires specialized guidance systems, data links, and heat-resistant components that can endure incredible speeds and pressures. There are less than 10 factories worldwide capable of producing these components, and now they are running non-stop. David's Sling production has also nearly doubled. It uses the Stunner missile, a sleek and advanced interceptor with a unique dual seeker head that tracks targets both optically and with radar. It's fast, agile, and deadly accurate. The United States has expressed interest in adding this system to its missile defense layers, especially after seeing the real world success in intercepting ballistic missiles. But nothing captures the imagination quite like the Iron Beam. Imagine a weapon that doesn't need ammunition. It doesn't explode. It doesn't cause collateral damage. It's silent, invisible, and instantaneous. The beam targets incoming rockets, drones, even mortar shells, and in milliseconds it destroys them. This isn't science fiction. This is happening now. Field tests have shown more than 90% effectiveness. The only limitation today is weather and power supply. That's why they are working on hybrid systems, combining lasers with traditional missile defense. Together, they form an unbeatable shield. As production speeds up, the world is taking notes. Several countries, including European nations and Asian allies, are exploring deals to acquire these systems. The growing drone threat especially has made Iron Beam a star attraction in international defense expos. Military experts believe that laser systems will become as common as radar within the next decade. Even commercial aviation and energy companies are showing interest. But why is speed so important? Why now? Because threats evolve faster than strategies unless strategies evolve too. Hypersonic missiles, suicide drones, swarm attacks, ballistic threats. They all challenge traditional defense. You cannot intercept everything with missiles. It's too expensive, too slow, too limited. That's why the race is on. The United States and Israel are not just making weapons. They are building a future where defense is smarter, faster, and more economical. And let's not forget the human side of this story. Every intercepted rocket is a life saved. Every working shield means peace of mind for millions. It means children sleeping without fear. It means hospitals, schools, and homes staying intact during crises. This is more than technology. It's hope, a shield of hope. And so, factories are expanding. New contracts are signed. The U.S. has committed billions to the Iron Dome and David's Sling. The first operational Iron Beam units are expected sooner than anyone thought. Some sources say they will begin deployment within months, not years. That is how urgent it has become. Israel, once a small country fighting to survive, is now leading a defense revolution. And the United States, once focused mainly on offensive power, is now embracing the importance of layered, intelligent defense. Together, they are building shields that will change the future of warfare. Every great military innovation changed how wars were fought. The airplane, the radar, the nuclear deterrent, and now directed energy weapons, these systems will shape the future. And that future has already begun. Imagine standing on a rooftop at night, a rocket flies toward the city. You don't hear missile launchers firing. You don't see explosions in the air. Instead, a beam of light, invisible to the eye, strikes the rocket in the sky. It glows, breaks apart, and disappears into dust, silent safety, that is Iron Beam, the message is clear. The race is on, the world is changing, and the shield of tomorrow is being built today. Iron Dome, David's Sling, and Iron Beam are not just weapons. They are symbols of what happens when technology, urgency, and purpose come together. And that future is now. So, as production speeds up, as factories work overtime, as engineers push boundaries, one thing is certain. The skies are becoming smarter, the defenses are becoming stronger, and the world is entering a new era of laser-powered protection. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the incredible story behind Iron Dome, David's Sling, and Iron Beam, and how the USA and Israel are pushing the limits to bring them into mass production faster than ever. If you found this fascinating and want more powerful stories like this, make sure to stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe. Because the next story is even bigger, even more incredible, and it might just change how you see the future of warfare.